Good morning students. In this video, I'll discuss about equivalent weight and different type of concentration of solutions. So first you have to know what is equivalent weight. Equivalent weight, it is represented by capital E and it is like molecular weight. Okay. So equivalent weight is defined as the mass of an element or compound or ion which combines or displaces one part of hydrogen or 8 parts of oxygen or 35.5 parts of chlorine by mass. That means you can define equivalent weight in terms of hydrogen or in terms of oxygen or in terms of chlorine. Okay, and equivalent weight is defined as the mass of an element or compound or ion which combines or displaces one part of hydrogen or 8 part of oxygen or 35.5 part of chlorine by mass. Okay, and you can calculate equivalent weight using different formulas, like equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight divided by valence factor. You can get the value of equivalent weight of an element or compound using this formula. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight divided by valence factor. This is for molecule. If molecular weight is m0 and x is the valence factor, then the equivalent weight of the molecule is m0 by x. Similarly, in case of atom, in case of element, the equivalent weight is defined as equivalent weight of the element is equal to atomic weight of the element divided by valency of the element. If atomic weight is A, then and valency of the element is X, then equivalent weight of the element is A by X. For example, you know hydrogen has valency 1, or calcium has valency 2, oxygen has valency 2. So equivalent weight of hydrogen is 1, atomic weight of hydrogen, that is 1, divided by its valency, that is 1 by 1. So equivalent weight of hydrogen is 1. Equivalent weight of calcium is 40 divided by 2, where 40 is the atomic weight of calcium and 2 is the valency of calcium. And equivalent of weight of oxygen is 16 divided by 2, because atomic weight of oxygen atom is 16 divided by 2. And for ions, you can same formula you can apply for ions also. For example, equivalent weight of carbonate radicals. Okay, carbonate means CO3 minus, and valency of carbonate radical is 2. So first you have to calculate the mass of carbonate radical. Okay, molecular mass of CO3 minus ion, and CO3 molecular mass of CO3 minus ion is 60, and valency of carbonate ion is 2. So 60 divided by 2, that is 30. 30 is the equivalent weight of carbonate radical. Okay, similarly for aluminium 3 plus ion, equivalent weight of aluminium 3 plus ion is atomic weight of aluminium, that is 27, divided by valency of aluminium 3 plus, that is 3. So 27 divided by 3, that is 9, is the equivalent weight of aluminium 3 plus ion. Okay, now see equivalent weight for of an acid. You can also calculate equivalent weight of acid, bases, oxidizing agent, reducing agent, okay, using different formulas. For acid, equivalent weight of the acid is equal to molecular weight of the acid divided by basicity of the acid. Okay, for acid, the valence factor of an acid is equal to the basicity of the acid. And what is the basicity of acid? Basicity is equal to the number of ionizable hydrogen ion, H plus ion, that is proton, number of protons present in an acid. Okay, so basicity means number of ionizable hydrogen atom which can release in aqueous solution. So equivalent weight of an acid is equal to molecular weight of the acid divided by basicity of acid. For example, for sulfuric acid, in sulfuric acid can release 2H plus ion in water in aqueous solution. So basicity of sulfuric acid is 2. Sulfuric acid can produce 2H plus ion in water. So basicity of sulfuric acid is 2, and molecular mass of sulfuric acid is, calculate the molecular mass of sulfuric acid, 2 into 1 plus 32 plus 4 into 16, that is 98. So equivalent weight of sulfuric acid is 98 divided by 2. 98 is the molecular weight of sulfuric acid divided by basicity of sulfuric acid, that is 2. That is 49 is the equivalent weight of sulfuric acid. However, 98 is the molecular weight of sulfuric acid, but equivalent weight of sulfuric acid is 49. But in some cases, basicity is not equal to the number of hydrogen atom present in the acid. For example, in acetic acid, you can see in acetic acid, CH3COOH, in acetic acid, there are total 4 hydrogen atoms. But acetic acid can release only 1 hydrogen atom in aqueous solution. So basicity of acetic acid in aqueous solution is only 1. So equivalent weight of acetic acid is equal to molecular weight of acetic acid divided by 1. Okay, although acetic acid contain 4 hydrogen, but all the hydrogen atoms are not are not acidic hydrogen, are not ionizable hydrogen. Acetic acid can release only one hydrogen in aqueous solution, only this hydrogen which attached with COH group. This is the ionizable hydrogen. Now see equivalent weight for bases, same formula for bases. Equivalent weight calculation formula is equivalent weight of base equivalent weight of a base is equal to molecular weight of the base divided by acidity of the base. For bases you have to write equivalent weight of the base is equal to molecular weight of the base divided by acidity. Acidity means number of OH minus ion present in the base. For example, in calcium hydroxide CaOH whole twice, in calcium hydroxide 2 OH minus are present, so acidity of calcium hydroxide is 2. So equivalent weight of calcium hydroxide is equal to molecular weight of calcium hydroxide divided by 2. Okay, and now see equivalent weight of oxidizing and reducing agent. You know, in a redox reaction, one of the reacting entities is oxidizing agent and the other entity is reducing agent. Redox reaction means oxidation reduction reaction, in which one substance is act as a oxidizing agent, another substance act as reducing agent. Okay, an oxidizer the oxidizer is recipient of electrons. Oxidizer can receive electron and itself reduce, and similarly reducer is releaser of electrons and itself oxidize. Okay, and how to calculate the equivalent weight of oxidizing and reducing agent in a redox reaction? The formula is equivalent weight of oxidizing or reducing agent is equal to molecular weight of the compound divided by number of electron transferred in the redox reaction. Okay, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight of the compound divided by number of electrons transferred in redox reaction. For example, potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium, means in H plus medium, is a strong oxidizing agent. Okay, and it gains 6 electron and reduced to chromium 3 plus ion in acidic solution. So for potassium dichromate in acidic medium, it reduces to chromium 3 plus ion by gaining 6 electrons. So equivalent weight of potassium dichromate is molecular weight of potassium dichromate, which is 294.2 divided by 6, because 6 electron potassium dichromate in acidic medium gains 6 electron. So equivalent weight of potassium dichromate is 294.2 divided by 6, that is 29. Okay, so to calculate equivalent weight of oxidizing and reducing agent, you have to know the balanced chemical equation and you have to know how many electrons are involved in the redox reaction. Okay, now see what is gram equivalent. You know, when you express molecular weight in gram, then it is known as gram molecular weight. Similarly, if you express equivalent weight in gram, then it is known as gram equivalent weight. For example, equivalent weight, molecular weight of sulfuric acid is molecular weight of H2SO4 is 98, and its equivalent weight is 49. Equivalent weight is 49. That means 49 gram H2SO4 means 1 gram equivalent H2SO4. Okay, and 98 gram H2SO4 means 1 mole H2SO4. 49 gram H2SO4 means 1 gram equivalent H2SO4. Okay, so if you express equivalent weight in gram, then it is known as gram equivalent weight. Now we have to know how to calculate number of gram equivalent, like number of moles. You have to know how to calculate number of gram equivalent of a substance. You can calculate the number of gram equivalent of the substance by using this formula. Number of gram equivalent of the substance is equal to mass of the substance divided by equivalent weight of the substance. For example, 98 gram H2SO means 98 gram H2SO4 means 98 divided by 49, that is 2 gram equivalent H2SO4. 98 gram H2SO4 means 2 gram equivalent H2SO4. So you can calculate number of gram equivalent using the formula. Number of gram equivalent of any substance is equal to mass of the given mass of the substance divided by equivalent weight of the substance. Okay. Now see how to calculate the concentration of different unit or concentration of solution using different methods. Okay, so concentration of solution, there are a number of ways to express the relative amount of solute and solvent in a solution, and different units used to express concentration, which are percentage strength or percentage composition, molality, molality, normality, mole fraction. Okay, using this unit you can express the concentration of a solution. So first type of concentration term is percentage strength. Percentage strength are two type, one is mass percentage, another is mass volume percentage. Okay, and you can also express in volume percentage also. So what is mass percentage? Mass percentage means the mass percentage is the mass of solute per 100 gram of solution. Mass mass percentage concentration of a solution is the mass of solute per 100 gram of solution. If W1 gram of solute is dissolved in W2 gram solvent, then total mass of the solution will be W1 plus W2. So mass percentage of the solution will be equal to W1 by W1 plus W2, where W1 is the mass of solute and W1 plus W2 is the mass of solution. So mass percentage of the solute is equal to W1 divided by W1 plus W2 into 100. Now next type of concentration term, very important term, molarity. It is expressed in capital E. So what is molarity? Molarity of a solution is the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution. That is number of moles per liter of solution is known as molarity. Okay, so molarity means moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. And you know how to calculate number of moles of a solute. You can calculate number of moles by dividing the given mass of the substance by its molecular weight. Okay, so if W gram of solid is present in V ml of solution, if W gram of solute is present in V ml of the solution, then number of moles of the solute will be W by M, where M is the molecular weight of the solute. W by M is the number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution. So molarity is equal to number of moles, that is W by M, divided by volume of the solution in liter, that is V. So molarity is W by M into V when V is expressed in milliliter. But if the volume of the solution is expressed in if the solution volume of the solution is expressed in milliliter, then you have to multiply this equation by 1000. Okay, by 1000. And if the volume of the solution is expressed in liter, then just this formula, molarity means W by M into V. So using this formula, you can calculate molarity of a solution. Molarity means mass of solute divided by molecular mass of solute or molecular weight of solute into 100 into volume of solution in liter. Okay, her M is the molecular weight of solute, and molarity of solution decreases with increasing temperature. This is because molarity means number of moles per volume per liter of solution. As the volume of the solution changes with temperature, so molarity of solution decreases with increase in temperature. One problem is given: calculate the molarity of NaOH solution in NaOH in a solution prepared by dissolving 4 gram of 4 gram NaOH in enough water to form 200 ml of this solution. So volume of the solution is 200 ml, 250 ml, sorry, it is 250 ml. Volume is given in milliliter unit. Okay, so you have to convert it into liter, and 4 gram of sodium hydroxide is present, and you know molecular mass of sodium hydroxide is 40. NaOH means sodium is 23 and O is 16 and hydrogen is 1. So molecular weight of sodium hydroxide is 40. So in 4 gram sodium hydroxide, number of moles of sodium hydroxide is 4 divided by 40. In 4 gram sodium hydroxide, number of moles of sodium hydroxide is 4 divided by 40. So molarity of the solution is 4 divided by 40 divided by volume of the solution, that is 0.250 liter. Okay, so molarity of the solution becomes 0.4 molar, capital M. Okay, so you have to remember molarity of a solution depends on on temperature, because volume of the solution is temperature dependent. Okay, and to calculate molarity of a solution, first you have to calculate number of moles. And how to calculate number of moles? Number of moles is equal to number of moles which is represented by small n. Number of moles is equal to mass of the substance or solute, which is represented by W, divided by molecular weight of the solute, that is M. W by M is the number of moles of the solute. Next type of concentration unit is molality. It's molality. Okay, and is expressed by small m. Like molality means number of moles of solute per kilogram of solvent, not per liter of solution. It is per kg of solvent. Molality means number of moles of solute per kg of solvent. If W1 gram of solute is of molar mass M1 gram per mole is dissolved in W2 gram of solvent, then molality is equal to 1000 W1 divided by M1 into W2. Where W1 is the mass of solute, M1 is the molecular weight of solute, and W2 is the mass of solvent. Okay, and one thing you have to remember, molality is independent on temperature. Right? So using this formula you can calculate molality of solution. Molality means 1000 W1 divided by M1 W2. Okay, and next type of concentration unit is normality, which is represented by capital N. Normality of a solution is the number of gram equivalent. It is not number of moles. Normality means number of gram equivalent, and I have told before sometime how to calculate number of gram equivalent. If you want to calculate number of gram equivalent of a substance, you have to divide the given mass of the substance by its gram equivalent weight. not by its molecular weight. To calculate number of gram equivalent of a solute, you have to divide the mass of solute by its equivalent weight. Okay. A normality of a solution is the number of gram equivalent of solute present in 1 liter of solution. So normality means number of gram equivalent per liter of solution. Okay, normality means number of gram equivalent of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. Okay, so and how to calculate number of gram equivalent? Number of gram equivalent of solute is equal to mass of the solute in gram divided by equivalent weight of the solute. And remember that normality of solution dependent on temperature. Normality decreases with increase in temperature. One more numerical problem is given here. The density of 3 molar solution of NaCl is 1.25 gram per ml. Calculate molality, not molarity. Calculate molality of the solution. Here density of the solution is given 1.25 gram per ml. Okay, so mass of 1 ml solution is 1.25 gram. Mass of 1 ml solution mass of 1 ml solution is 1.25 gram. So mass of 1 liter solution is 1 liter means 1000 ml. So mass of 1 liter you have to calculate mass of 1 liter solution, that is 1000 into 1.25, that is 1250 gram. 1250 gram is the mass of 1 liter of solution. And now calculate mass of NaCl solution, NaCl in 1 liter solution. Okay, 3 molar NaCl means 1 molar NaCl means in 1000 ml 1 mole NaCl present. 1 mole NaCl means NaCl molecular weight is 58.5. Sodium is 23 and chlorine is 35.5. So molecular weight of NaCl is 58.5. Okay, so 3 molar NaCl, in 3 molar NaCl, mass of NaCl in 1 liter solution is equal to 3 into molecular weight of NaCl, that is 175.5 gram NaCl is present in 1 liter 3 molar solution of NaCl. Okay, so 175.5 gram NaCl is present in 3 molar 1 liter NaCl solution, and mass of 1 liter solution is 1250 gram. So mass of water, what is the mass of water? Mass of water is the mass of the solution minus mass of the solute, that is 1250 minus 175.5, that is 1074.5 grams water is present in the solution. Okay, and you have calculated mass of NaCl, which is 175 is the mass of NaCl, and number of NaCl in NaCl solution is 3 mole, and mass of water is, mass of solvent is 1074.5. So molality of the solution is number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. 3 mole of solute is present and mass of solvent in is 1.0745 kg. In gram it is 1074.5 gram, but in kg the mass of the solvent, that is water, is 1.0745 kg. So now molality of the solution is 2.79 molar. Okay, 2.79 molar. And last type of concentration term is mole fraction. Mole fraction, the mole fraction which is represented by capital X of a component in a solution is the ratio of number of moles of that component, to the total number of moles of all components in the solution. Mole fraction is of a component in a solution is the ratio of number of moles of that component to the total number of moles of all components in the solution. Okay, so to calculate the mole fraction, we need to know first the number of moles of each component present in the solution. Suppose the mole fraction of A is XA in a solution consisting of A, B, C, and where moles of A is Na and moles of B is Nb and moles of C is Nc, and mole fraction of A is Xa is equal to moles of A by moles of A plus moles of B by moles of C, that is number of moles of A divided by total mole number of different solute present in the solution, different component present in the solution. Okay, so you can write mole fraction of A as Xa is equal to moles of A divided by moles of A plus moles of B plus moles of C, like this. Okay, or you can also write Xa is equal to Na by Na plus Nb plus Nc. Okay, similarly for component B, if you want to calculate mole fraction of component B, Xb is equal to moles of B, that is Nb divided by total number of moles in the solution, that is Na plus Nb plus Nc, like this. Okay, so these are defined concentration unit to calculate the concentration of a solution. Okay, and you have to remember this concentration terms with their formula. You have to solve some numerical problem based on this concentration, based on these formulas of calculation of concentration using different methods. Thank you, students.